Vad var det som hände?
Inte en aning. Vad fan är han?
Jag tror jag har hans nummer.
Så ringer han?
Ja, kanske ringer han. Nej, jag knappt på marknaden.
Nej. Bra.
Och nu?
Ja.
Vad är det där det?
Vad är det som händer?
Vi har ingen aning.
Vad försvinner?
Det är helt sjukt. Vad fan tog du vägen?
Jag vet inte vad som händer. Det small till.
Jag hade 2 smällar. Sen var snurren borta. Vi gick ju där. Och sen var du bara helt
Jag vet inte vad som hände. Det slocknade bara. Det blev svart.
Ja,
det är riktigt läskigt nu.
Ja.
Jag vill dra.
Ja, skojar. Vi skiter i det här nu.
Ja,
vi skiter i det här. Helt klart. Jag kör inte rygg på det här.
I will always fight them all the time. I will never ever bow down to those people. Never. Ever. They're like the biggest destructive force that has ever been in the world. When I see them, they scare the living shit out of me sometimes. You know, when you see like those, when they have their meetings, you know, they speak in tongues, as they say. They're fucking crazy, you know, like they cut off the genitalia of the children in many parts of the Islam world. Christian people, they always killed like homosexual people just because, like, if you're a grown person, you want to fuck a man, you know, as long as you don't do it with me. I don't understand, like, they control the sexuality, they controlled people's economy, you know. Still, it's like, I can't die, you know, anymore. Even I have to be buried in a church, but they call it like an atheist burial, you know. And I have to be buried in a holy ground cemetery. When you have to be baptized, you know, like every like major event in people's life, they still control. That's why they have like, every time it's a tragedy in Norway, like if you see a ferry go down and 13 people die, the fucking priest there. What is that priest doing there, you know? Maybe half of those people don't even believe in God. I mean, what is it? 80% of the people in Norway do not like believe in the Christian God, but they're like a member of the church in Norway, because that's what you're born. You become a member, you know what I mean? That's like, you don't choose that when you're like 2 months old. That's something that people do for you. And then you have a priest saying like, we have to, the mercy of God, he works in mysterious ways. I think it's absolutely disgusting. It's so, yes, that's what really pisses me off when it comes to, that's a major drive for me when it comes to, that's why I really like fell in love with like the black metal thing. I heard people say like the same thing that I feel, you know, like when I was back in 93 or 94, I remember I heard like Pure Holocaust with Immortal and stuff, and then that's fucking insane. This is like that's like the meanest thing. This is meaner than Metallica and Slayer and Maiden and everybody at the same time, you know. And then you had like the sense, like this is, like you feel so like a slave in society. You want to break free, and that's when I like saw black metal. It was freedom to be whatever the fuck I wanted. Nobody should tell me anything.
Religion to me is a very negative word. Religion to me is you have to do this, you have to do this. If you don't do that, you're going to go burn in hell, and you have to be in church on Sunday, believe in it or not, but you have to show yourself in church. That's religion to me.
People, like I said, they like to have something to lean back on, and they like to be led, because people, like I said, they cannot really handle freedom in that sense. And I mean, if I would be born in a prison, if I would be born in a prison pretty much unaware of what freedom was like, then I would not consider my prison guards as enemies. I would see them as the people who showed me what to do, and the people that were actually in charge, and I would probably pay respect to them. Yeah. And that, I think, is exactly what people do when they pray to their gods. And when they build their churches, they do it in honor of their people who are guarding their prison, and to the people that give them food, and the people that put up the rules that they are supposed to live by. And it's a comfortable life for them. You know? And it's easy to have someone to... It's nice to have someone to blame when something goes wrong.
Christian people are like, they are the bad people, not Satanists, because they sit there and they can be so mean, and they can kill in the name of the Lord. But if you do it in the name of God, it's okay, right? I do not go out and kill people in the name of Satan, because it's not right to kill people. You don't do that. But if it's in the name of God, sure, go ahead. God will protect us because we're doing it in His name. And that is, to me, it's like you go to church on Sunday and you ask God to forgive you for your sins, and of course the priest says, oh, you have been forgiven. And then you go home and you act like an asshole, and you're mean to your kids, and you beat up your wife. Doesn't matter, because Sunday coming, and next Sunday you go to church and you ask God to forgive your sins, and please forgive me for beating up my wife and hitting my kids, and God forgives you, and then you go home, and for next week you're an asshole again.
To be a Satanist means to live in constant opposition, and to live my life as a wolf rather than as a sheep, to constantly be hungry instead of being satisfied after just one single bite, to always be on the hunt, and to always aim to transcend the barriers that are in front of you, the barriers that human life presents, I mean, at all times, because the human nature is built in such a way that people aren't really they're not really capable of handling true freedom.
And if you look at a lot of the bad stuff that happens in the world, why does it happen? Because of religions. These people are Muslims and these people are something else, so they go out and kill each other because both of them think each one is right.
All religion is shit. It's bullshit. I get so fucking pissed off. Because they all follow a fucking book with rules. And I think one thing that really pisses me off is when people are killing in the religion, in the name of religion, and they are blaming it on fucking holy war. We can kill him, we can rape her, we can do whatever we want. I hate it so much that I can't explain it in words. I can't. I do not support religion. I will never be supporting religion.
It echoes in the wind of change. The wind disagrees. For fires are slow. For you to die in this mighty burden. So calm before the storm.
People I know lived in Florida by the time the Hurricane Andrew was coming, and they were telling everyone to leave, and they decided to pray to God for protection. And after they prayed, they sat at home because God was protecting them, and bang, here comes Andrew and blew everything off the whole south of Florida. They had 2 kids, both kids died, and they wouldn't have died if they would have left, because they wouldn't have been in the house, but the kids, both of them, died. And then they sat and said that it was the will of God, so they are now in God's hands. And everyone is fine with it because it's what God wanted. And to me that's like so dumb. You can't sit around on your butt because you prayed to God and then expect everything to be okay. Same thing, my daughter that died. It was the will of the Lord. And she's better off now because she's in God's hands. I would be much better off if she was still alive. So, to me, all that is just get a life. Reality is not like that. You can't sit around and expect a God to take care of you. You have to take care of yourself. That's
Satanism is like I left church 15 years ago, and I read the Anton LaVey's The Black Bible, and I found like that's sort of a way. Yeah.
That's the way of life.
Yeah.
Like Christian thinks that the comic book Bible is the way of life. It's like Donald Duck for us.
We don't have a book. Do you understand? We do have a very strong foundation, which is inverted Christianity, or inverted Judaism. And to do this is not an easy task. You come from one comes from different kinds of backgrounds, and one basically has to believe very strongly in that it is right to kill, it is right to steal, it's right to do all these wicked deeds. And then when you realize that you do it for a higher power, that is when you are a devil worshipper. When you actually believe that you're a slave under a higher power, which is of evil, and that you do it in that you do certain deeds in this way. Only then have you understood that you're a seeing person, a seeing devil worshipper. There's lots of devil worshippers out there, but they don't see what they're doing. They don't understand it.
Renovation in the burning breath, roasting bread. Kiss the rod, great to survive. Run to the bridge, tear off hand. Time for a moon and a shake crow. For the reconquest. Why the day last night is waiting. Not true and no it's just striving. Why the day last night is
In August 1992, Faust, the drummer of black metal band Emperor, was just walking around in the forest in Lillehammer, Norway, when a totally unknown man came up to him and proposed that they should go further into the forest and have sex. Faust walked with him a bit and then stabbed him with a knife more than 30 times. The man died and Faust went to jail. Another member from Emperor, guitarist Samuth, went to jail for church burning. A while later, another member served time in prison for grave desecration.